both of these, TWBD. Okay, that one's going too. All right, we're recording. Everything's going. We're good. It begins in 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to, or back to, There Will Be Dungeons. A trip down a dungeon hole is what we like to say here on our D&D show. Welcome to the show, everybody, and thank you for being here. I'm with Kyle, our DM today. Of course, Kristen is here as well. John over there, and me, Scott Johnson, and we're ready to roll. Before we get too deep, a reminder from our friends over at phoenixpearltea.com or phoenixpearltea.com. It's really phoenixpearltea.com. That they're working on some new flavors over there for our new season. For example, there's one that he's working on right now called Delver's Delight, and when she introduces that in about a month, you'll all be excited to hear what's in that thing. A little cinnamon, a little apple. Delightful. But note that today represents the 30 days that you have to get any of the old flavors that they still have, because they're phasing them out in 1 Earth month from today, and they'll go away and be replaced on February 14th with the brand new stuff, which might include this Delver's Delight I just mentioned. So go check them out. That's phoenixpearltea.com/TWBD for details. Let's jump right to it and throw it to Kristen for what I believe will be a look at last time on There Will Be Dungeons.
And for this, I'm going to throw it to Kyle.
All right. Bouncing around the intro. We're going to do something a little different. Co. You're in a dark room. A light is upon your face. And you hear...
Tell me the details of your previous mission. The first one you went on at the guild.
The first mission?
The very first mission you accepted.
Well, it was pretty basic. I mean, it was the first time that we all traveled together. I had never really met these people before, so naturally, I got there early and waited for my companions to arrive. The companions were Crandall Splendorbelt, Evelyn Grin Keeper, a paladin and a cleric, and I was, of course, the dashing rogue accompanying them. We were tasked to go and kill some pesky little... What were they? I can't remember what they were.
Don't look at me. No idea.
They were little mosquito bug things. Anyway, we took care of it. There was additional baddies. We went down. We did the mission. It was a incredible success.
The scene fades out. And we return to another time, perhaps the present, where you all have taken a long rest. Now, for the audience at home, and those for you who might be following along on the sheets, we did have a level up. We had about 182 XP given out in the previous adventure. This with the 150 as the background assumption that they had adventured before in some capacity, or at least experienced in some way before they joined the guild, got them up to level 2. We now have Grin Keeper sporting Smite of the Paladin class. Co is now capable of using the Cunning action, a bonus action to hide and make stealth checks and whatnot. And Splendorbelt has unlocked the ability to channel divinity. And this is both to do a specialty heal, as well as the turn undead. The Delvers, class of Delvers, the lowest rung of the Adventurer Guild, awaken in their various locations. Both Grin Keeper and Splendorbelt both stayed the night at the guild itself. And they were comfortable but simple rooms, just about 5 by 10 little hallway of sorts with a door. You had a small table, a bed that was comfy enough but straw. You were given a meal in addition to your stay for the night, and you awaken nice and early, around 7. As the commotion of the guild starts up downstairs. Co, you arrive, as you do, early as well, and have been downstairs for about 20 minutes when you see Splendorbelt and Grin Keeper making their way down the stairs in the back.
I'd seen them come down. I'd offer a little wave gesture. Good morning.
Morning. Oh. And Grin Keeper goes to order some coffee.
You go up to the bar and order some coffee. Groinhammer is up there this morning working the job. You do catch a glimpse of someone else manning the supplies desk, but they're quickly replaced by Clearstone, the dwarven woman you had dealt with the previous day.
Was it did that seem at all suspicious? Was it hurriedly when we came down and they saw us?
You can make a perception check.
Okay, I would like to do that. That would be a 13.
13?
Yeah.
You have no idea what you saw? Perhaps a giant rat man? Either way, he seems to have exited out the back, and Clearstone seems to be none the wiser nor perturbed by the sight of this thing.
Okay. So,
Do any of you want coffee?
yes, black. Put nothing in it. Only black.
I am
coffee.
already taken care of. Thank you, though.
Okay. One black coffee. One with lots of cream and sugar.
The 2 coffees are added to the tab for your adventuring party. Cassius is quite busy dealing with people who are walking straight in the door, grabbing a job off the job board, and leaving pretty quickly after. Most do not stop by the supplies desk at all. Your job is already set, and you know that you have to address Clearstone in order to get your details for the day and your supplies. Though, looking around here at the bar and grabbing your dark coffee Splendor Belt, you see that the job board is once again filled up, and it's got quite a number of jobs listed on it already.
I would grab my mug and walk over there and peruse a little bit and look for stuff just to see what's up there.
Eyeing the board, you see Snake Island still crumbled up in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
A silver rank quest for Moon Cultist, labeled Man-Made Villainy, paying out 500 gold pieces. Amongst that is 3 adventures of the Brawn classification. This would be Wormling Rise, a Slayer, for 300 gold pieces, Manticore Manor, and Sewers Ceiling, a Slayer's quest. There are also a number of wood level quests on that board that have pay ranging from about 120 to 180.
And we know,
As you walk...
Sorry, I was going to ask, we know that we're already headed toward we're locked in on another quest, but these are available
Exactly.
to take if we see anything that we're like, well, after this, we may want to lock this in before some other idiot gets it, right?
Sure. Exactly.
Okay.
But as you cross in front, eyeing the job board, Clearstone waves you over and goes, "Ah, you guys are awake. Let's get you going. You're gonna have a busy day. You have to go clear across town. The cart's already waiting for you."
Grin Keeper yawns. Slowly trudges her way over.
Okay. Hold on 1 minute, and I'm going to look at the board again and go, the one with the silver marking on it, can you tell me that one again? It was for 500 gold?
Moon Cultists, labeled Man-Made Villainy.
If someone were to take one of these papers, does that signify you now have it? You're not going, there's no not doing it? Or is there a way for me to kind of just grab it and hold it in reserve in case we want it later?
It is customary and in the guild rules that you approach the desk and begin that quest immediately.
Okay. All right. I will have been tempted by such thing, but will not take it, and will instead shuffle to the desk along with everyone else.
Yep, cool. We'll stand and join the party.
All right, you lot. You are off to the Crypt of Cord today. It looks like there's some trouble up in the Cryptnasium. Anyway, you are going to find out what's going on up there. We have assigned each of you a flask of holy water for your mission. You'll be cleansing a fountain of some kind. Holy water can be made by any paladin or cleric with enough resources available, but we have supplied you with 3 vials of the holy water, and you'll find it already attached to your character sheets. It has an additional property where it can be basically thrown like a grenade to damage evil and undead creatures.
Okay. And he said these are for, what did you say we were going to use them on?
Fountains.
Fountains. Okay.
There are 3 fountains that you'll be cleansing, so we're giving you 3 holy waters. Do you wish to purchase the 25 gold pieces of powdered silver you would need to make additional holy waters during your journey?
What is likelihood we would need to do more than the one you give?
Well, it depends how much of a klutz you are there, Splendorbelt.
I am no klutz, but I cannot speak for friends here.
I'll buy the 25 gold piece silver, says Grin Keeper.
Okay.
All right.
She does it then.
Eleanor Clearstone goes to the back, grabs a small leather bag filled with a special rituals silvered powder and gives it to you. You are aware that you will also need some sort of containment item for it and the water of any kind. And then you complete the ritual over the course of 1 hour, expending one of your spell slots to make it.
Okay. Only I can make it, though, right?
Both paladins and clerics can make holy water.
Okay. But in this group. Oh, she's a paladin. I keep forgetting.
Right.
All right, awesome.
Is there anything else you would like to purchase today, or shall you be on your way?
Let's go.
Hold on a minute. We have what? Do we have water? We have people have water, right?
Yeah, we got water skins.
Yeah, you have water pouches, and
we could use that if we don't find anything in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Nope, I am good. You, Cole? Are you need anything special before we go?
I am fine, thank you. I think I am well prepared.
Your voice
After
is different overnight. You went to sleep, you came back, you have voice now. Different sounding voice.
Well, look, it was the first job. We were just getting to know each other. I thought maybe I'd put on a little bit of theater, let you experience a strange and mysterious rogue. But this is my voice.
Okay, and I punch him in the arm. Not hard, just like friendly goofing around punch.
Ah, yes, camaraderie, friendship, wonderful. You guys are going to do great. Now get out and go to the cart in front.
Okay, we go. We'll just leave.
You exit the Dungeon Guild, and waiting outside is a horse-drawn cart. Simple, open air, nothing in the back. Room for you all. In front is a stickly figure with a long red beard. He gestures for you to get in with a hand behind him, saying no words.
Did you say stickly or sickly?
Stickly.
Okay.
Oh, you could say sickly, but to get more information, you might want to roll some sort of perception or investigation of some kind.
I would like to roll a perception on so I can learn more about this stickly man. Hold on one moment here while I fix my roller to work right. Oh, that's not good at all. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay, well I rolled a natural 1 and I have a +2, so 3 total, but you should be aware of the natural 1.
All right. Eyeing this man as you walk sideways, you forget to look down as you take a step, and you begin your day by stepping in a bit of dog turd.
Shit. Does anyone have the ability to take the poo off the shoe? And I'll show it to my companions. What is it called? You aphrodisiac.
That's called dog poop.
Yes, I know, but there's a spell you can go, hey, dog poop, get off shoe. And do it in a
I
snap.
believe what you are looking for is water.
No, we need
We
water.
got water. Here. And Grin Keeper will start pouring water on the shoe. Not a lot, just enough.
Push the mergitate or something like this. You don't know this.
I don't know the first thing about casting spells, friend.
Push
I
the
leave that up to
mergitate.
you.
Somebody
Grin Keeper, make a ranged attack with your water skin.
Attack the poop. Attack it.
A 9.
All right. It hits you in the crotch first, but makes its way down. The aim's a little off. You know, you kind of push it in, and then it sort of launches, and you try to figure out the stream. But she gets it down there, and eventually your shoe is wet, but clean.
Okay, good enough.
Promestidigitate.
Promestidigitate or masturbate. Something like this. This is a good. I have old friend. He could say the word, and poop would go away. No, you don't need water like this.
Toilet paper.
Do not know what this is. Okay, this is good. We get in cart, we leave.
You climb up in the cart, and with a whip of the reins, the cart starts moving and makes a large U-turn, heading up the northern street and up through the town that you're familiar with. And you wind through the town for a time. You meet a little bit of traffic. You're hanging out in the back here. Grin Keeper, did you want to do the ritual now on the travel time, or were you planning to perhaps use it later if needed?
Use it later if needed.
Okay, cool.
She wants to drink her water. She'll get thirsty in battle.
Okay. Cool. So we make our way through town, up through the heights on the outside. We pass through some rich neighborhoods, leading up through the forests. And just as you reach the very end of town, the cart comes to a stop. And there is a large stone staircase heading up into the forest, on the forest side of this mountain. At the bottom of the staircase, waiting with their arms crossed, you see a dwarf, completely clean-shaven, across the head and the beard. Very stout, very strong, wearing a giant belt with a large symbol in the front of 2 maces crossing, and then besides that, 2 spears, making kind of a star symbol. You're not sure if he's wearing any underwear or not. This belt is so massive, it's sort of dominating the whole area of his pants. Standing next to him is a tiefling woman, about 6'2". Her legs are massive, muscular, completely chiseled as though of stone. They, at least in frame, looking at these stairs, seem to take up about 3/4 of her body mass. They are strong legs. She wears a pretty simple leotard besides that, and a headband. Absorbent-like headband, if you will. The cart comes to a stop. The stickly man jumps off, pulls his hood back, and he's got this messy mane of red hair with his red beard. His eyes are heavy sunken in. You can see this thin, long neck. You can practically see the heartbeat in his neck. There's so little flesh and meat on him. And he walks up and gives a little wheeze as he goes, okay. Oh, I brought him. The tiefling woman speaks up. This is it? All right, come on out. Come on out. Let's have a look at you.
Grin Keeper proudly jumps down, a little offended that anyone would doubt the team's prowess.
What does this mean? This is it. This is good group. We have what we need.
Yeah.
The rippling dwarf speaks up in a surprisingly high voice. Now, Crush, let's be nice to our new friends here. They're gonna be clearing the crypt out for us so we can get back to work, huh? Are you gonna go up there? No? But I'm not scared. I'm not scared of nothing. And the stickly man says, all right. I'll show him. And he whips off his robe and it slides down his arms, and he's wearing, a sort of wrestling undercarriage underwear part with the, with the sequins lines on it, but just nothing but sticks and ribs. And he shows his body and he goes, "This is what happened. This is what happened to me. Up there, there's spirits.
You just need
Evil.
You just need sandwich.
Yeah, you need to eat. Lift some
No,
weights.
I was massive. I was massive, a true champion of Cord. But the spirits, see, and he turns his shoulder to you, and you see this black handprint on his back. They took my strength. They sapped my muscles from me, and he claws at his chest aggressively, and Crush says, calm down, Armada. They used to call me that. Armada! And he flexes, and it's a weak, sad little flex.
I'm so sorry.
What is mark on back? What is this? How you get this? This make you all skinny.
I'm House, and these are my companions in Cord. We use the Crypnasium to work out. We're proud followers of Cord. We love him dearly. But there was an accident several days ago. One of our companions, Studwell, he tried to squat in sandals. And he broke his back. All we can figure is his regret and sadness turned him into a horrible, horrible ghost, which now haunts, hungering for strength, in our Gaines yard. That's up the stairs there. We do hope you'll be swift and kind to those spirits you find, as they are our companions. Please, look out for Meatball and Sultan. They were both in the yard when this event happened yesterday. We put in the job soon after, looking for divine heroes to help us clear. We are no match for these spirits. Our muscles do us no good to the incorporeal. I hope you are successful. Should you find one of them weakened but still alive, and he pulls aside his tights and pulls out a small vial. Give them this. It is the only way they will make it down the mountain. He holds it out to whoever takes it.
They drink this.
It's a potion.
Oh. Okay,
A potion.
I keep it. Give it to me.
It's a potion of giant strength. It'll give 1 hour of strength to those who need. Please. If they are too weak to move, it is the only way to get them out of here and down the stairs.
Okay.
What if they both can't move? Do they split it?
This is a good question. If they both need it, we only
I
have
could
one.
probably carry one.
Yeah, we only have the one. If you need for 2 people, how many people we rescue in this place?
Crush, you're going to have to part with your potion of giant strength today. I don't like the look of these guys. I don't think they can pull it off. I'm gonna keep mine. I'm gonna keep it.
Grin Keeper will walk over and just slap him across the face. It's a little dwarf, right?
No, this is Crush, the
the big woman.
Tiefling.
She will walk up, look up at this woman who's about a foot taller than she is, and jump up and try and slap her on the cheek.
All right, make a melee attack, unarmed.
An 8.
All right, you swing, but it's just too low, too wide, and it swings through the air. She reacts late, but as it wasn't accurate or high enough, there is no damage done and no slap received. Well, if that's how divine heroes are going to treat us, I don't see the point of this.
Why are you being so selfish? Your friends are up there. Possibly dead, but if they're not, you'd leave one?
giant's potions are hard to come by. I have a competition.
They
coming up.
will exist still when this quest is done, and you'll find another. But your friends, they might be dead, and you'll never see them again. Never lift with them again.
Persuasion.
$13.
You have a point. It's a crude point, but a point. She pulls from her top another vial of giant strength potion, passes it to you.
Thank you. We will find and save them if we can. And
So you now
Grin Keeper will hand that potion back to Scott. I'm sorry, what's your character's name? Splendor Belt.
Splendor Belt, you give it to
Splendor.
me. And I'll put it in my. I got slots in my belt for such things, so I'm gonna keep both of them right there.
This is a potion of Hilt Giant Strength. It is an uncommon item. It'll give your strength score a 21 for 1 hour. So you are above the 20 max. You would do this by clicking your character and then doing an override score and setting your score to 21, and all your various strength features would be adjusted by that for 1 hour's time.
Very
House
cool.
speaks up. Well, now that that's settled, I do hope you are lucky in the Crypt of Cord. Thank you for coming on such short notice.
Are we ready, friends?
Well, you
I
never
think
not
I'm as
ready.
ready as I'm going to be.
Yes, same.
Then let's go. And
Oh.
Grin Keeper will proudly look upward and start the trek.
Okay. We'll be back.
Everyone make Constitution saves.
3.
Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah, wasn't one good.
That's not great. Mine
2
aren't
plus
either.
a 1.
12.
18.
Grin Keeper, you lead the way up these long, long stairs. They are no mind to you. It is excellent. It is a fine, brisk workout for this morning. Splendor Belt, you're a bit wheezy, but you get to the top no problem. Ko, you suffer 1 level of exhaustion. These stairs have destroyed you. Now, you may be good at long jumping. You may be prepared for the occasional burst of energy, but the endurance trek of the stairs of Cord have destroyed your legs.
I don't think people appreciate how difficult stairs are with hooves.
You make a good point.
It's
How do you
tricky.
walk without toes?
Very carefully, as a matter of fact.
You reach the top, and you find a well-trodden dirt trail heading up into some stone walls that surround the flattened top of this mountain here. You may now use the map as provided. In the link to you guys, you see yourselves at the bottom of the map there, looking in on the Crypt of Cord. Beyond the walls, about a 5-foot gap with these 15-foot high walls around the graveyard. You see graves, a dirt trail, and some stone buildings.
We should have asked if there is a trap. I meant to ask this. I forgot to do it.
We could head down and ask again if you would like. Ko, could you stay here? And Grin Keeper will turn around and start slowly jaunting down. Unless someone stops her.
No, it's good. It's good to know.
I will return. And
Okay.
Grin Keeper goes
You-
down to ask.
You ask about all sort of trap. Okay?
Traps, yes.
Fire trap, a poison trap. Maybe they have a fire trap.
Dog poop traps.
Yes, we know about these trap. Maybe they have ice trap. Whatever trap. We need to know.
Got it.
Okay.
I'm going to be completely honest. I think going back to ask about traps is a bad idea. But I am going to enjoy the break, so I was okay.
Why is this? Why is this problem?
Well, my legs are tired.
Oh, well, you stay here. You don't do any. You just do. You rest. You hold still. You don't do shit. She find out about trap.
All right.
Lean on me if you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on.
Old Palor proverb that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Taught us
All right,
this,
Ko begins a short rest, and while Grin Keeper mans the stairs once again, you do recover from your level of exhaustion. Grin Keeper, you make it briskly down the steps to the bottom where the three are waiting. They are all clasping on the shoulders Armada, who is still weeping.
Though I am sorry to interrupt this, are there traps?
Traps?
Yes,
Says
any
how?
traps you know of in the Coordinasium.
Tons of traps. We do shrugs, barbell deadlifts, rack pulls, upright rows, face pulls.
Oh, I meant deadly traps, ice traps, fire traps, dog poop traps.
There are the challenges of the various buildings that you will have to succeed in order to access the fountains.
Oh, what would those be?
Well, the Sanctuary of Strength requires that you climb a rope and ring the bell. The Mausoleum of Muscles requires a chain pull. And the Catacombs of Cardio require 10 laps.
Are they timed? Are there specific weights that have to be beaten?
Well, we would encourage you to do what's best for your physique and your current health, of course. But there may be spirits, of course, in these various Crypnasium rooms.
Thank you. And Grin Keeper will turn around and head back up.
All right, make another Constitution check.
21.
All right.
I'm even
Nice.
more pumped.
Yeah.
Two at a time. You're ready. You're ready to rock, and you head on back up those stairs.
Friends,
Wait, hang on. It's longer stairs than that. Up at the top, Ko is resting. Splendor Belt, with your passive perception of 12, you hear from beyond the walls and oh.
Okay.
My gains.
My gains?
Oh.
You hear these? I say to John's character, to Ko.
He does not. He is less perceptive than you.
Can I tell the direction that it's coming from?
Coming from beyond the wall. If you're listening, looking at the front of the wall, entering the graveyard, it's coming to the right side.
I think you are just hearing me breathing heavy.
No, it's more than that. I hear voice. They are very upset. Something about no getting their gains. They are beyond wall. Just know going in, we be watchful for whatever this man is. I assume this man could be lady. Don't know. Can't tell. But I'm saying there is a voice I can hear. We be careful going in.
Okay, I believe you.
Okay.
Draw my sword and dagger and just keep sitting and resting.
Another 5 minutes or so goes by, and Grin Keeper rejoins the group. Looking...
Friends!
What they say about trap?
There are exercises for traps if you want your upper body to look magnificent, but that sadly is not the important part. The important part is we have challenges to unlock the fountains, apparently. We have to climb a rope and ring a bell. We have to do a chain pull, and then there are 10 laps that have to be run. And there may or may not be ghost competitors.
This is no good. This Cole cannot do it. You see how he handled steps? You think he can do the rope?
He might be able to do a chain pull.
I will admit that climbing a rope is a little difficult when you do not have feet, but I am very quick.
Okay.
Definitely quicker than you.
I heal you. We need to do it. He's fine.
I'm also not so good at pulling chains.
The goat can't do either thing we need to do.
I don't make a habit of doing these things just for fun.
You don't?
No. Why would I? I have much better things to do than pull a chain.
What's better than pulling a chain?
Eating delicious food, going places,
While
enjoying
pulling
fresh air,
chains.
reading a book, practicing sword fighting. That's good.
Oh. Grin Keeper thinks hard.
Learning to throw
this
things
possibly could be
very
good.
quickly and very accurately. Also good.
Piece of advice, always, when you look for home, always buy Rambler. No steps, no stairs.
Are we ready to go?
Yeah, yes. Having good laugh. Let's go.
You all make your way up towards the Crypt of Cord. As you approach the entrance, is there any sort of marching order?
I think Grin Keeper would probably lead.
Yeah. I would
Yeah, I'd
hate.
probably try and stay in the middle of my
Yeah.
two spirity protectors here.
All right, I have you set up there on the map. As you enter Splendor Belt, you immediately notice the source of the sound.
Okay.
There is a man laying against the base of a fig tree with these big, long, interwoven roots running down. The figs are ripe up top, looking beautiful, swaying back and forth in the wind. Big green leaves give this large layer of shadow over the bottom, and he's kind of strewn about as though thrown in those heavy, heavy roots. He's breathing real big and heavy, and you can see his bones, his stickly arms, where his joints meet, and the two little cartoon bones then come out. This guy is thin, 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 and laying there. He has brown hair and big, massive eyebrows. Beyond that, he's wearing very much the same sort of workout equipment of the previous Knights of Cord that you ran into. A belt, a weight belt of some kind, and a small sequenced outfit.
And is he still making this sound? Am I hearing him still wailing about, or has he gone silent since we came in there?
With each breath, it's very heavy, and you can hear it echoing across this graveyard. It's, oh. The rest of the graveyard, you look out at it, is lush and green. A beautiful, beautiful landscape project. There is a large dirt trail that goes around the perimeter of this top mountain graveyard. There are 3 buildings, mausoleums of sort, that all are accessible via a central path that goes to a fountain that is currently not running. All about the graveyard and along the walls are tombstones and plaques with various names on them, a lot of them worn off with weather. And strewn about these various tombstones and plaques are weight equipment, various barbells, dumbbells, some kind of elastic band device. There are vases of nuts that have been knocked over and spilled their contents on the floor. There are entire cheese wheels sitting on top of stone benches. There is even a small fireplace with meat that has been left over it, the fire now gone out. And all amongst it are various figs and fruits just all over. Some with a bite in them, some sitting, rolling on the floor.
But old and...
Yeah,
Okay.
by looks of it, not terribly old. In fact, matching the story of the 3 downstairs, it looks like, the apples and whatnot have 1 bite in them from yesterday, and now have gone a little weird, but are not in terrible condition.
Okay. We should approach this man. See what is problem with him. But we be careful. We walk up very, keep a distance from this man.
Will do.
I assume his
Grin
man.
Keeper
I-
starts.
I don't know if his
Maybe
man
it's
or woman.
Meatball.
I think his man.
Was it Meatball? Or Salts? What was the name?
Oh, Meatball.
question.
Wait,
We
Meatball
should
and
ask.
Sultan. They said. So
Cool. You
perhaps-
all have control of your miniatures there in this program by selecting the token layer. Feel free to move yourself where you would go to speak to this man.
Vanderbilt, why don't you go ask if it's Meatball? Or Sultan?
Okay. I will go actually a little further out. I will excuse me. Man. Can you hear me?
Oh, he breathes up and down heavy, like some sort of 80s special effects creature. Oh.
Skiffy's a meatball.
You would not by chance be Meatball.
I was Meatball, but I've lost my meats.
Wait a minute. You are Meatball? Your name is Meatball. Or
I
you...
am the one they call Meatball.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you...
Why? Why did it not finish me like it did my companions? Oh! Wait. It's still here! It's still here! And he weightily, with great effort, throws his head, rolling back and forth on his skull with the last bit of strength he has. Oh, it's somewhere! It's somewhere! He fears the sun! Oh, the tree! You must leave me! This shall be my noble sacrifice to Korn! You must leave me!
No, not today! And Grin Keeper will go to throw Meatball over her shoulder and drag him into the sunlight.
You go to pick up Meatball, and as you do, behind the tree, a shadowy, long-fingered hand scrolls around, grabs the edges, and a skull, transparent, with black dripping down it, looks around the edge, and it says in a deep voice, "Train insane, or remain the same." And it reaches out to grab you.
Grin Keeper will try and jump backward, still holding on to Meatball.
Jump. Okay. Would you like to do like a high jump constitution or strength kind of thing, or are you dodging with a dex?
Strength to use her legs to push herself far back. So if she falls into something, that's fine.
Okay, so like a vertical leap backwards.
Yes.
Okay, go for it. Give me a strength score.
18.
All right, you managed to dodge as this hand seemingly extends a full 5 feet out just and swipes at air. It continues as it retracts its hand to hug the tree and stay in the shadows.
Is Meatball safe?
Meatball is over your shoulder after you've made this jump.
Splendorbelt, it's up to you now. And then she'll turn and have Meatball face Splendorbelt.
So, okay, let me ask you this. Is the tree... So this thing appears to not want to extend into the sunlight at all. And as long as it stays within the shadows or in the shade, it's fine, right? Are we surmising that, or do I need to do any kind of further rolling to see that, or what do you think?
That seems to be the case. You could do an investigation check, consult your dungeon guide for any information on these types of monsters and what it might be to identify it.
I'll consult the guide.
Yeah.
All right, go make a investigation check.
Go for it, John.
I'm always reading the guide. I should have really given myself a better investigation score. 4.
4?
Yep.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here you're not sure. Ghosts and other sorts of things. Nothing you've dealt with in the past.
I will also attempt an investigation. An 18.
An 18? All right, you identify this as a shadow. It is B tier, caution, for your current Delver rank. You know that it is weak in the sunlight, according to the advice given in the guild. It has a great amount of stealth while in darkness, and it is vulnerable to radiant damage.
All right, let's see. Okay. I will say, okay, this is shadow. We keep it out of sun. We want it in sun. They're very ineffective. And I explained that, radiant damage is going to do the trick. Don't get in the shade where it can get you, blah, blah, blah.
Yep, which is all said basically like that in this world with the Dungeon Guild. Things are identified as damage types by the various wizards that have written the guides, and so you would simply say radiant damage, that it's weak to this various thing.
Okay. Excellent.
Oh, that is very good to know. The orb I got in the last adventure is capable of producing daylight, but we can only do it once and we can only do it for an hour. So I think we should probably save it for if we absolutely need it. Till then, maybe we just avoid shadows.
Good call.
Hold on one quick
Do we have
second.
a potion for Meatball here?
Like a healing potion for him?
No, the strength potion in your belt.
Oh, that. Yeah, yes. I'll pull it out. You must drink the whole thing. The whole thing goes in mouth. Swallow this. And I'll kind of shove it toward him.
Oh, by the luck of Cord, what a glorious... And he...
He's more like
tries to-
Paylor did this for you. Paylor, but it's okay. You drink it, pound it down. Thank Paylor later. It's all good. In the hood.
Ooh, and he extends his lips out to the bottle and tries to catch every single drop. And as it hits his lips and he swallows, he inflates. Looking a lot like Aladdin in the Prince Ali parade. Strength of 10 regular men just bursting out. 21 strength score for this guy. All of a sudden, he leaps off of Grin Keeper and goes, "Oh, Meatball's back! Oh, my friends, do not let that thing touch you. Okay, I've got..." And he looks up at the sun. 1 hour. Oh, feeling good. Feeling great. And he heads out. Starts running down the stairs.
Is that tree kind of isolated? Like, not, it's not a grove of trees. It's like a tree with that shade in there, or that shadow in there.
This is the most massive tree in this entire graveyard. It's 10 feet wide. There's another tree about 20 feet away, but that leaves a 10-foot block of sun that is breaking the shadow coming down, and there are no other shadows connected with this tree's
I would like to call
leaves.
down Sacred Flame onto that spot where we saw the shadow.
Okay,
And see if this radiant damage does indeed do enough damage to matter.
cool. Bring it.
Okay. Hold on. I gotta give you a hit, and I'm in the wrong place. 14 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay. Then the radiant damage that I will do. Is it just 1d8? Yep. So that's 1d8. 4 points of damage.
4? All right. This sacred flame comes straight down upon the shadow, and it shrieks and pulls its hand back and runs in place, looking around desperately to escape. It takes 8 points of damage instead from your radiant assault.
Oh, nice.
It is still alive, though it doesn't look like it has too much left to it, sort of losing even the little bit of frame it had. The skull still very present, still see-through, but the rest of its dripping body of darkness has receded from existence, and it's losing its power.
I'm going to cast it again and try to finish it off.
Okay.
So here's the roll. A natural 20.
Oh, damn.
Yep.
All right, roll it again.
All right.
As per our crit rules.
A 14 that time.
14? All right. So you performed an instant killing blow on this thing. What would that look like via Palor's light and grace?
It would be... You guys seen the movie Sunshine? With Cillian Murphy, and it's an old Danny Boyle movie from 2007, an amazing science fiction film. If you haven't seen it, go see it or watch it. It's on Hulu right now. But anyway,
okay.
There's this thing where they basically have to say they have to send a ship, an expedition that takes about 3 years to get there, but a ship to go reignite the sun with a nuke because it's dying and the Earth is in solar winter. So there's your background for the movie. But the entire time the sun is just like this wicked hot bright thing, and they have an observation room where if you turn the observation tint down too low, the sunlight blasts into this observation room because they're so close to the sun, it just tears everybody apart and just rips them to shreds. And it's like that. So it's like a blinding, starts yellow, but flashes white. If you look directly at it, it would strain your eyes. And it sounds like, let's see, it sounds like this right here. And it just goes whoosh, and then as quickly as it was there, it's gone, and there's maybe a little bit of afterglow to everything, but it's done its business.
So you blow this skull up from the inside, and all this light shoots out of its eyes, between its teeth, out its ear holes and nostrils, and then the skull in all its corporeal glory falls to the ground and poofs into nothingness.
Nice.
With a great blinding flash.
Awesome. I think this is good spell for this. If we see more, we try it again. Don't touch and don't stand in darkness. Okay?
Yeah, Ko nods.
Okay.
All right. Well, the graveyard field is clear from your observations. There are the 3 mausoleums around, the empty fountain in the middle.
Okay, why don't we start doing the mausoleums then?
You head to the center of the graveyard and look at the 3 mausoleums. To your left is the Sanctuary of Strength, written above it in common. Above you, northernly, is the Catacombs of Cardio. And then up a small trail to the right, and in the corner of the graveyard, is the Mausoleum of Muscles.
Well, who would like their challenge first?
You choose. I go wherever. I don't care. We go left, we go north, northeast. It's all good.
How are you feeling, Ko?
Better. Actually, the trip back down bought me enough time to feel a lot more well rested.
Good enough to run?
Definitely.
Then to the cardio we go.
Okay. And we'll head to the cardio mausoleum or whatever the heck it's called.
All right, you all head north towards the Catacombs of Cardio. And as you head down, you can move across the same map and find yourselves heading down stairs. And inside each of these is a number of plaques and tombs all connected to the walls, but mainly featuring this stonework staircase heading down about 25 feet into darkness. Not magical darkness, just normal darkness.
Grin Keeper will light a torch.
All right, Grin Keeper lights a torch to lead the way. Splendor Belt does have dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take out the little orb that I got on the last adventure, the drift globe, and use the at will to have it light up and follow behind me.
All right, and that can float around a range of 60 feet should you choose, but otherwise it can just hang out by you.
Yeah,
So we have a
just
pretty
float
good
near me.
Awesome. We have a pretty good amount of light sources, which are spreading bright light, normal light, and dim light at a range. You all head down, and I'll go ahead and grab your tokens here and place you at the bottom of those stairs. We're using the previous march order where it was Grin Keeper, Co, and Splendor Belt. Sound good?
Yep.
All right. At the bottom of the stairs, there is a small room and a 5-foot hallway leading into another zone, another hallway. And this is a stone floor, but upon it is a red carpet that seems quite secure and very worn. There are alcoves every 10 feet or so, which have a tomb in them. A stone tomb like you'd have for a king or a hero. And as you enter the main area, this hallway beyond your stairway that you entered from, you see that it goes on in both directions and ends with a turn back on itself. So to the left, you have a turn that turns to the left, and to your right, you have a turn that turns to the right.
Any sign of life or shadows or any of that?
Well, there's plenty of shadows being cast by the torch and the drift orb floating along, all of them angling in on these various tomb hallways, these side jaunts where these tombs are located. But with your passive perception, you don't notice anything else.
Grin Keeper immediately goes right.
All right, Grin Keeper takes a right.
We will follow her.
Yep, follow along.
Grin Keeper moves you along, and you swiftly make your way in a circle. And over the course of this journey, in this large circle as you go around, you cross many, many different tombs in these various alcoves, both on the left and the right. But all together, you make it in a circle with this red carpet going the entire way. Strewn about on the edges are old water skins, more jars featuring nuts and cheeses and all sorts of foods laying about. Some of them are placed up by the tombs themselves, sitting on the edges, sitting on top as though offerings, and some have been left out, some spilled sideways. Particularly the water skins are just laying about wherever. And over the course of this travel around, you saw a single door located at the far end of where you entered in this great circle. By it is a torch. And this torch is lit. It gives off a faint red light, as though magical. Not like a fire's light, but a red light. And it says next to it, 10 laps to access.
Does this mean only one of us must go? Goatman, you are very fast, yes?
I am.
We should make him do 10 laps around thing. And this is our way to unlock puzzle. Yes?
I mean, that's the hope. I will do it.
How do we know which way to go?
A lap is a lap.
Okay, so
And Ko will do a little stretching, get a little limber,
You got this, Ko. You got this.
and will start running fast as he can.
All right. Make a Constitution check.
No. That's a 6.
So, Splendor Belt and Grin
Constitution's
Keeper set up, waiting Ko, and about every 30 seconds you see him. It's not a terribly long track. And around the 6th lap, Ko starts wearing down a little bit, getting a little tired, slowing down.
Keep going, though.
All right. He keeps at it. Any words of encouragement from Grin Keeper and Splendorfeld, who watch nearby, surrounded by snacks on the floors?
Woo! Go, go, go! Oh, it's a good ration. Thanks, Thunderbolt. Go, go, go!
You look like you might be pooped. Keep it up. You run the whole time. Don't stop. 9 more, or however many he's done.
I've done 6.
Okay. 4 more. You can do it.
He passes you on lap 7 and lap 8. And as you pass him for that lap 8, from the left side, Splendorbout, Grin Keeper, you hear the voice. A ghostly voice that says, "Go big or go home." A shadow appears to the left, walking through the darkness, and it seems completely undisturbed by your torch and the floating orb that is chasing Ko, running around in circles.
Is it doing anything in an aggressive way?
It's making its way towards you. Ko, as you round the corner, you see a shadow out in front of you as well.
Oh, no.
And we enter initiative.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
-1 modifier. Here we go.
All right, I got that calculated on my end here. In fact, the -1 has it.
What?
Thunderbelt, you get to go first.
Damn.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take what I learned in the outdoor space and hit him immediately with what the hell is it called? Hit him immediately with Sacred Flame.
All right.
I believe that is a dex save, Scott, but you've been rolling attacks for it.
Oh, it is a dex save. You're right.
Cool. Then I'll make the dex save.
Thank you. You've got to be 12 or better. Go.
I got an 11.
That is not 12 or better. So this is going to hit. And I will now do some damage with it. So here's that. And I damage you with 6 points of radiant damage.
All right, you do 12 points of radiant damage due to my vulnerability.
Nice.
It is a massive hit. The shadow shrieks but does not retreat, as it is not a constant ongoing sort of thing. Next up would be Ko. You're running around. You got your torch in one hand, shining out the red light, which bounces off this shadowy creature at the end of the hall. It is, let's see. So it is currently 40 feet out in front of you.
Okay, I'm going to stick to the running, so I will run up to it, and then use my bonus action to disengage from it as I then turn it into a dash and carry myself back down the hallway. So I've got 35 feet of movement normally. I have 70 with a dash. So
That's a pretty cool use. I like that a lot. All right, well, we didn't know the rogue would have running capabilities due to their class features, but an expert runner and disengager. Ko is continuing their 8th lap. Grin Keeper, you're up.
All right, Grin Keeper sets down her shield and warhammer, and she grabs one of her 5 javelins. I guess it's a melee weapon.
You can throw
Oh,
javelin.
I can't throw it. Yeah. So she'll get into a classic throwing pose and give it a hurl.
All right, roll an attack.
12.
12 is a hit. Your javelin flies through the air, pierces right through the shadow. It does react. It does make a rippling as it passes through, and its body does receive some amount of damage. Let me know what damage that was.
9 damage.
Okay, cool. So you actually managed to kill it.
Sweet.
The physical damage is not much, reduced by an amount, but it is enough combined with Splendor Belt's radiant damage from earlier to banish this shadow, who immediately dissipates, that skull falling to the ground and cracking and disappearing upwards.
Sweet. Grin Keeper goes to pick up her javelin.
All right, use your movement to go pick up your javelin. We have a active shadow still, and it begins chasing Ko. It swings out with its hand, attempting to grab him on the shoulder. And with a 18,
Oh, that definitely hits, yeah.
it clasps you on the shoulder, and you feel your strength drain. You take 9 points of necrotic damage and suffer 2 points of strength drain. So there in your character sheet, to make things easy for yourself, click on your strength and put override. You are now at 8 strength total.
Oops, I did way too much, and I accidentally gave myself a -5.
That would be dead. If you reach 0 strength, you are dead.
Let's not do that. There we go. Alright.
We are back to Splendor Belt.
Okay. I will see what's happening.
Well, you don't, actually. He's on the other side of the track.
That's right. I don't see him where I am.
Unless Ko makes some sort of noise upon being grabbed, and this is not a grapple, this is just a touch. You can walk away from it as per normal.
I would have probably just made a yell echoing
Hey,
down the...
You hear a "Ma!" down the hallway.
And he's running counterclockwise or clockwise rather, or the
Counterclockwise.
other way?
Yeah. So you will see him arrive around your left-hand side.
All right, I'm gonna move then to. Like, I assume that number in the middle is my. That's how many feet I'm moving, right? What does that mean?
Oh, when you pick yourself up, yes, that is your movement by 5. So 1 is 5, 2 is 10.
Oh.
So think of it as a factor. So you have a movement speed of 30, so you would be able to move 6.
6 total. Okay, well, I'm going to do that then. I'm going to move over here just so I'm here and ready when he comes around. Okay, that's my total.
All right. Did you want to ready in action?
That's a good question. Yeah, I'm gonna ready Sanctuary for him, which will give him. It's a ward, and it'll protect him from. Let's see, how's this work? Spell protect the creature from an area of effect such as explosion or fireball. Makes an attack cast spell. Another creature the spell ends. So basically, it's like a little bubble, like a shield. Let's see. Oh, will it stop any kind of melee though? Range against attack.
The creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. Oh, so okay. So basically, you make it so the creatures have to roll a Wisdom save to even make the attack in the first place.
Right. Yeah, I do want to try that. So let's try. I'm gonna ready Sanctuary. So the minute I see him, I'm gonna cast it.
Sounds good. Sanctuary is readied.
Okay.
Ko, you're up.
All right, I'm going to do the bonus action to disengage and run 70 feet away, continuing my run.
All right. A disengage happens. Ko comes running around the corner. Splendor Belt lets it rip. Sanctuary.
Sanctuary.
Here on Ko.
I'll even say it. Sanctuary. And I will fire off some crazy cool looking thing, and then boom, he has a ward on him.
A good magical effect indeed.
I think it's there or there.
Cool. Yeah, go for it.
There we go.
All right, Ko is running straight at you guys. He's got the torch, and he's about to hit his 9th lap. Grin Keeper, you're up.
All right, Grin Keeper, as Ko runs by, is gonna slap him, hold up a high five hand, and go. Great job, Ko! You got this. One more lap.
High-fiving is a free action.
And then, as she high fives, she'll cast Lay on Hands for 5 points of healing.
No, but hang on though. That's a surprise at the end. Is Ko one to receive a high five? You guys don't know each other that well, do you?
I mean, I need every bit of encouragement I can take at this point.
Who doesn't want a high five when they're running?
That's true.
Nobody. That's true.
Cool. Ko receives the high five, and how many points of healing?
5.
5. All right. 5 points dishing out from the pool of Lay on Hands from Grin Keeper. My
right.
Shadow Axe now. Performing a dash action. It runs after Ko, managing to get right behind him with arms outstretched. But it was a dash action. So it spent all of its actions running, which means Splendor Belt is up.
Okay, well, I'll immediately hit it with, I forget the damn name, Sacred Flame, which he needs to do a Dexterity 12 save, or better.
I got a 4.
You are definitely going to get hit then, and you will take the following damage. Ooh, just shy of a perfect roll. 7 points of damage.
That is 14 points of radiant damage. Looking worse for wear, this shadow, after a massive slam of light. Ko, you're up.
All right, disengage, and then continuing my run.
All right.
It's 5. 10,
Lap 9 takes
puts
place.
Me there.
Perfect. Grin Keeper. Ko goes running by, completing lap 9. You have a shadow 10 feet from you around the corner.
That's great. So with the high five, and Grin Keeper still got her javelin, so she's going to go for a quick thrust to see if she can help finish off the creature.
All right.
You can always go for a quick thrust.
You know, when the mood strikes, you get a 19.
Whoa.
A good hit. How much damage?
9 damage again.
Damn. And even reduced, a mighty blow that fells the shadow. As it dissipates, its skull falls to the ground. And in a little dust of smoke.
The radiant plus physical is a good combo on these things.
Yeah.
Beating him up pretty fast.
Yeah.
You all celebrate, exchange that radiant and physical pretty good as Ko rounds the corner, reaching that 10th lap. And as you do, cross the precipice of the door, the doorway opens with a great stony as it moves upwards.
Okay, I did it. Would have
Roll
been a
another
little
Constitution.
easier without the ghost hand touching me.
Big door.
Constitution check or save?
Yep.
Doesn't matter. It's the same. 14.
14? Okay. You're going to recover pretty fast. You won't be needing a long or short rest after that one. Good run. Beyond is a small 15-foot by 10-foot chamber, and in it, a basin. A small basin devoid of water with a hole in it. There is a great face on the wall with a beard that curls out in these wicked angles around like flames. Its head has a helmet on it with a rim with the little divots in it, And on top of that is a mace top sitting like a spike. This stone mouth is open, as though water would normally pour out of it into the basin, but there is nothing in it.
Okay, so I guess we add the holy water there.
Okay. And I'll come jogging in there with my vial.
No, I don't
Oh.
know if it matters, but I did the running. Let me do the pouring.
Okay. And I'll hand it to him.
No, I have one of
Oh,
my own.
you have your own. Okay, I put mine back. And I'll step back.
Go climb up and pour the water in.
All right, you pour the water in, and it immediately disappears down the center drain of this basin. And you hear a great as the water kind of backs up and something's going on. And this black ooze comes launching out of the mouth, not aggressively, into the basin, and it's full of various chunks, debris, sticks. You think you saw like a chicken foot in there, and it, and over time, over the next couple seconds, starts to turn pure. And as it cycles, the water turns and glows slightly, the holy water cleansing the system of this fountain. It runs normally now and looks quite refreshing, outside of the various debris still floating around in the basin.
Cole reached down and plucked the chicken foot out.
All right.
Like a living chicken foot?
I
Or was it like a bone of a drumstick or...
roll an investigation.
Okay.
Or a medicine check if you would choose.
None of them are good. 8.
This looks like a small bird foot, maybe a pigeon? You're not sure.
I think maybe they need to treat these places with a little more respect. Never seen a cemetery that is also a gym.
You make a fine point. And Grin Keeper will ponder this point.
It is very
Other than
gross.
that-
Okay, next one.
All right, Splendor Belt leads you up and out.
You should try drinking it. Why didn't you do it? Cole,
We could go back down. We could all try it.
I don't know. It's not for me.
I mean, I do feel a little weaker. Couldn't hurt. But maybe I'll drink the next one. Maybe not this one.
As
Okay.
you exit the first mausoleum, the Catacombs of Cardio, you see once again the bright day outside, a beautiful day with a light breeze, and the fountain is not running still in the center, though the small basin below was being filled with water by the mouth now cleansed. I guess approaching in reverse now, to your left would be the Mausoleum of Muscles, and to your right is the Sanctuary of Strength.
I would suggest, yeah. If he's gonna, I'll say, muscles for you, strength for me. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, let's do yours. Do yours first.
Let's do this. And Grin Keeper will head toward where she thinks the chain pull is. She's gonna go for the Mausoleum of Muscles, but could be very wrong because she doesn't remember specifically which one each one was in.
Okay. So we head to the Mausoleum of Muscles, and with that, we head to our break.
Oh, lovely timing. All right. Don't go anywhere, everybody. We'll be back. Well, you can go somewhere if you want, but we're going to be back in about 10 minutes. We're going to go pee and do the things that we do when we take a break here on the show. Come right back and find out what happens when muscles meet muscles. That's right here on there. Okay, video's going again. Audio's going now. All right, we're back for part 2 of tonight's adventure. Welcome back, everybody. Back to you, Kyle.
All right, we have completed the Catacombs of Cardio, and we head towards the Mausoleum of Muscles. There on the right side of our massive graveyard. And as you make your way up to it, you see once again the stairs inside, heading some 25 feet downward. Grin Keeper leads the way, and we enter the Mausoleum. I will reveal it now on the side of your map, and I can also move you guys down there, should you choose. And you enter into yet another crypt of sorts. The walls, once again, lined with those 3x3 stone tablets up against the wall, noting that there is some sort of grave or coffin behind them. And the walls are mostly top to bottom, 20 feet up, these various plaques and grave markers. But on both the left and right side of the room, as you descend down the stairs, you see 4 massive bronze mirrors. Now, of course, these aren't as accurate or as reflective as our modern mirrors. They are just brass, but they do give a decent semblance of whoever would be looking into it, so they could see themselves looking back. To your right, there is a series of benches with metal structures to support the weights on top, and some weights are preloaded and some are strewn about the floor, creating some difficult terrain between the various workout benches. In all 4 corners of this long room is a basin, and you can see a white dust floating upwards in your various torch lights and drift globes lights. There is a squat rack in the center of the room, and over on the far wall is a long pile of rusted and new, piled together free weights. You see a door in the bottom left-hand corner of the room.
Okay, what do we, how do we do it?
It was either a chain pull or the rope and bell. And Grin Keeper will start looking for the chain. A chain.
Roll perception.
Eight.
You enter the room. You breeze on over, across the room, dividing yourself from the group, and make your way down to the free weights. There on the wall, in plain view, are 2 large holes, about 7 inches in diameter, and there is a beam taut against this hole. With 7 inches, there's room for you to grab the beam, and you can see a chain on each side. Both of these are about 5 feet up on the doors, sitting taut. This must be the chain pull where you would pull back and open the door.
All right, Grin Keeper will look to her companions. Think it's safe to assume there will be those shadow things?
Yes. Well, I don't know. Maybe it could be different kind of creature in here.
Ko
Yes.
will kind of wander down and kind of find a sneaky spot between the free weights to kind of just chill and observe things.
Did you want to roll a stealth check down there?
Sure.
Cool,
Why
go
not?
for it.
A dirty 20.
Dirty 20 for stealth. It is done. Splendorbelt, where do you take position? Where do you go in this room?
All right, so let me grab my little ball here. I'm gonna go. I want to look at these mirrors more. These are the mirrors, right?
Yep, the bronze mirrors. They're on the wall, marked in orange.
I'd like to get up close to one and just inspect it and kind of see what's up with these bronze mirrors. Are they just there for people to flex in front of and be vain, or is there something else going on here?
Roll a perception check.
Okay. 15.
Looking in the mirrors, they are decently reflective. You have a theory that maybe these mirrors are actually bent outward, making people appear wider in them. Not sure why they would do such a thing as that. But you notice over your shoulder, back by the squat rack, a dark figure. Large, imposing, muscle-bound, lumpy, one could say, standing in the squat rack.
Okay, and am I only seeing it in the mirror, or because I would quickly look and see if I can see him without the assistance of the mirror?
As you turn around and look back at the squat rack, you see nothing. Though you do see a turquoise something at the bottom of the squat rack.
Turquoise something.
Down on the floor.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I would go get that. Noticing that I'm not seeing this thing in the real world, I would go over there and see if I can pick up the stone or look at it or whatever.
You approach the squat rack and you see on the ground a shape embedded in the floor, burned on the floor, of a man, a large man. And you see these charred-looking bones. And at the end of the feet are two turquoise pairs of sandals askew on the toes, turned sideways. One of the ankles twisted around. Roll a medicine check.
Okay. 12.
12? Well, you're no doctor, but you are a cleric, and you've seen some injuries. And looking at this pile of bones, you notice that the waist, the spine, is curled up under, and the ribs are located beneath the feet. It seems this man was bent in half.
Oof.
Against the back wall, leaning against the mirror, you can see the roll-away weights, where these massive plates descended hard and bounced to the edge of the room.
Okay. But I can't see him. Can I see this person without the assistance of a mirror? Is it now obvious to me that he's there? Like, I'm just trying to... If I show it to these guys, are they going to see it? I guess is what I'm saying.
Well, they see what you're up to. You run over there, ooh, and then run back to the mirrors and look back in them, and you still see that dark figure standing in the squat rack.
All right, I would, hey, come look at this. I would direct them over here to look and see this, so that we could make a decision. What do you think it means?
Can you smite it? No, you can't smite. I'm the smiteful one. Can you hit it with the Wrath of Palor?
I can try to, do it. I don't know if he even exists, so I'll just do it. I'll cast flame. The frick! I never remember the name. Sacred flame. Flame.
I cast flame.
I'll cast sacred flame in the place that he would be, just to see if anything happens.
Okay.
Dex 12 save, but I don't know if there's anything there to save it. So you tell me.
You look in the mirror and kind of angle your holy symbol thusly in that direction while eyeing it in the mirror.
Uh-huh.
And you try to line up your sacred flame, you know, Palor be praised and all that. You miss.
Crap.
It comes smiting down into one of these basins in the corner, and a of explosive chalk flies everywhere. Chalk flies in the air, making this large cloud now billowing over Ko, and where the squat rack was. And as the chalk starts to settle, it lands in midair, stopping, framing in reality, while looking at, not in the mirror, this muscle-bound figure.
Oh, so it's like the Invisible Man when he gets paint on him or whatever.
Exactly.
Okay. Ugh. Everyone's seeing this, right?
Yes, you are not the only one who is seeing this phenomenon. You gesture to your friends thus and go, is this only me?
Well, because I'm close to this, that would freak me out, and my reaction would be to take a swing at it with a mace.
Okay.
So just
how do you...
Yeah.
Are you like a behind the back kind of mace, or is it on a chain or a hook on your belt? Where do you keep this mace?
I got two of them. They're both dangling down by my side. So
Okay.
So like lightsaber style, I would have them at the handy there.
So you pop off a mace and swing it through the air. Go for it.
All right.
Roll with disadvantage.
All right, here we go. That'll be a first roll. Oh, 14. It's not bad. 14's my low.
A 14 is a hit.
Okay.
You connect with something.
Okay. Well, in that case,
How much damage?
I get a +4 to hit on that, and I didn't do it, but that's okay. I won anyway.
That's a good hit then. You better hit.
1d6 + 2. Hold on 1 second. That'll be a total of 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
So you swing through the air, you knock just with the very tip of the mace this hollow figure, and a bit of the chalk floats in the air off their shoulders. As you complete the swing, the figure seemingly is gone, completely disappeared, and you hear footsteps coming down the stairs behind you, and an echoey banging weights, swinging blades. Two shadows appear in the stairwell behind you and enter the room.
Shit.
It's initiative time.
And you're doing the math for that, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Initiative is engaging in 3, 2, 1. All right, first up is the very first shadow down, and it immediately flies straight at Splendor Belt. Arms outstretched, and it goes to grab you on both sides of your head. Its fingers, gesturing and wiggling through the air as though it's hungry for your strength.
All right.
16?
That would be a hit.
You take 9 points of necrotic damage,
Damn.
and your strength is lowered by 2.
All right, so I'm going to go do this override score of... So when I do the override, I do my score -2, right?
Yep, so you would be at 13 strength.
Okay, got it.
And then that'll take care of your sheets and tell you all the sort of adaptations to your maces and whatnot.
Right.
Ko, you're next from your hiding spot. Unless you
All
move
right.
because of the dusty chalk.
No, he'd still be there, but with a light layer of chalky dust on top of him. But with a big poof of it, he would kind of leap from the shadows, take a position next to Splendor Belt, and strike first with his sword. With a 1 for a total of 6 to hit.
That is a miss. Roll again and tell me what you got with your additions.
17 for the follow-up.
Okay. $17 is a hit on Splendor Belt.
No.
Give me damage. Give me damage, Splendor Belt.
8.
Really?
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Really?
Well, then I'm dead.
Well, you're down.
I'm down.
You're still...
Yeah.
So Splendor Belt gets grabbed on the face by these hands that sap out his strength. And as he does, Code jumps from his hiding spot, runs up behind, and just stabs him in the back.
It's a little
Great.
chalky in here. It's hard to see.
Right?
Many things can go wrong when you face an enemy.
Splendorbelt, as you go down, do you say anything?
I go, Sarfang! And then
Who's Starfang?
no,
To be revealed on another episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I go, this is not good! That's what I say. And I biff it. And I'm down.
All right, trying to make up for the mistakes, Ko will shake the powder from his eyes so that he can more properly see, realizes what he's done, and take a offhand dagger strike to try and hit the actual creature this time with an 11 to hit.
Is a miss. So
Okay.
you swing through the creature, seemingly hitting none of its vital essences. Though, of course, a physical weapon would be ill-received anyway.
Well, this was a very effective round.
Grin Keeper, you're up.
All right, Grin Keeper will see what's happened, and she'll kind of bounce and look between everything, trying to decide what to do. And then in a split second, she'll bend down to Splendorbelt and kind of slap his cheek with her hand and go, "Wake up!" and cast Lay on Hands for 5.
So it's a little busy over here. We got Ko, who has just jumped behind Splendorbelt. Splendorbelt, who is on the ground, basically on top of the burnt sandals, the flip flops, and then the shadow. So where do you run in over here? By Ko, into the squat rack itself.
It would be between Ko and the shadow.
Okay, cool.
So
you
she's putting herself between the shadow and Ko, but still within range to slap Splendorbelt on the face.
Cool. Well, there's no roll necessary, and Splendorbelt, you jump up with 5. Well, you're still prone, but
Okay.
you are now at 5 hit points thanks to the holy healing of the paladin.
Excellent. 5 healing points. Boom. Apply changes. I am laying there with 5 points. Thank you very thank you so much for this.
And then bonus action. Grin Keeper will give a nod, like a charismatic smile and nod, and then she'll cast Compelled Duel on the shadow that's closest to all of them.
Oh, that is a bonus action. Oh yeah, 1 bonus action. Okay. Attempt to compel the creature into a duel. The creature must make a wisdom saving throw. All right, I got a 3.
Awesome.
So I am compelled to duel you. This is an interesting spell, but for anyone at home who may not be aware, basically there's a 30-foot range that Grin Keeper now has over me. If I try to leave that range, I have to make another wisdom saving throw or stop immediately. If I try to attack anybody but Grin Keeper, I have disadvantage on attack rolls. So I'm taunted but not required to attack her. All right. Splendorbelt, you are alive and well on the floor, hanging out by some teal sandals.
For my movement, can I get up?
Yep. That is half your movement to stand. So you are a 30-foot mover, so you have 15 if you still choose to move about.
And I will incur a opportunity attack if I move anywhere, probably, I assume.
Yes, unless you perform a disengage action as your action.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead, given my proximity here. Well, how much range is it? Hold on. Okay. Well, I guess I could. All right, I think I may actually get more damage out of this physical attack. I'm going to do a mace attack.
Okay.
And let me do hit, I guess. Hold on. 19.
It is a hit. Give me
Okay.
some damage.
All right. So this is a... Okay. 7 damage. 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right, you hit it, and the damage does seem reduced, but the hit does connect, and as though delayed, you swing through the creature. It has a weight like you're pushing through water, and you exit the other side with great force. And a second or two later, it goes, ah, and swings with the hit, receiving an amount anyway.
Oh, I forgot. Radiant damage would have done more damage because they have that weakness, and you could have applied like another...
You just went down. You got stabbed by your friend, or your companion anyway.
Confusing time.
Someone
Yeah.
you've known for 2 days. You're not sure what they are too yet.
I'm a little dazed, a little confused. Okay, fair enough.
It's been a busy day.
By the way, that's a very cool visual. Like having it go through him and have him kind of go like you did. Like, that's just cool.
The second shadow acts now, zooming down the stairs, running straight at Grin Keeper, who has taken up the forward position. It reaches out with a hand to clap you on the shoulder. A 19 versus AC.
Ah, you need to stop
Holy
rolling so
crap.
good. Yeah, that hits.
Hold on, let's switch dice.
Yeah, no kidding. John's dice are all weighted for 1s and 3s.
You take 9 points of necrotic damage and 1 point of strength damage. While that calculates on Grin Keeper, it'll be Shadow number 1's turn anyway. So it will... Oh, I must decide. I'm going to let the dice decide. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, Grin Keeper, Co, and Splendor Belt respectively on a d6. So I'm going after Splendor Belt. Though I am under the compelling duel, so I have to roll with disadvantage. A natural 20 becomes a 9 instead.
Wow. That is not a hit.
Nice. Grin Keeper blows on the hand that was about to hit really hard.
So a hand whips out, and as it flies through the air, a mighty breath of Grin Keeper hits it, and it blows back and thing. Oh.
Oh man, I want to watch a sitcom where we just live in the apartment with all these shadows. I don't know why they're so funny to me. They should be creepy, but you're making me laugh. Anyway.
Co, you are up.
All right, let's try this again without hitting our friends. We'll do Sword Strike with a dirty 20 to hit on that one.
All right, you hit.
All right, so because it is flanked by allies, that is going to be my sneak attack for a total of 10 slashing damage with the short sword. And then we will do a dagger strike to follow up, which is a 17 to hit,
Hit.
and 2 piercing damage with the dagger.
All right, a solid hit on our incorporeal friend here. As you slice through the air, it divides like you're cutting paper, but then reforms on the other side of your blade, though more sinewy, more see-through, and the marks are lasting in the shadowy creature. Grin Keeper, you're next up, unless Co, you want to move.
No, I'll keep holding the spot. It feels well fortified by my friends.
Sounds good. The battle pile.
Cool. Grin Keeper's got her shield and her warhammer, and she'll go ahead and try and bring the warhammer down on top of the one who's damaged already.
Cool. Making a note that you were attacking using one hand instead of two.
13.
13 is a hit.
9 damage.
All right, still going. You swing your hammer down on top of the creature, and its shadowy skull bounces down into its own body and then floats back up. But it's looking bad. It's looking bad for that poor shadow, which means it's Splendor Belt's turn.
Okay, we're gonna go to the what the effective business has been, and since this is my number one way to get some radiant damage out, let's do Sacred Flame.
All right, I will roll. I got a 12.
That is exactly this. I forget, how does it work? So 12 is the.
So I dodge if I hit exactly the number.
Okay. So this is a miss.
Because it is it's a dodge, right? A dex?
Yeah, it is dex. Dex 12.
Cool. So I resist.
Okay. Well, that's no good. I don't love that. Okay. In that case, there's very little for me to do except maybe my reaction thing, or my action thing, which is not an action. What is it called? Where is it?
Bonus action?
Yeah, bonus action. Thank you.
Looks like you have both Shield of Faith and Sanctuary as bonus actions.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Shield of Faith on myself.
Cool. A shimmering shield surrounds you or a creature of your choice, granting +2 to AC.
Yep.
Excellent. And
Yep.
the duration is 10 minutes.
Yep, that is now around me. I'm concentrating, and that ends my turn.
Sounds grand. That takes us to Shadow number 2, which is currently attacking Grin Keeper. With a natural 20.
Jeez.
Gross.
Gross.
So, Grin Keeper takes 14 points of necrotic damage.
All right, Grin Keeper's down.
Grin Keeper is down, also receives a -4 to strength.
Okay. Single tear rolls down Grin Keeper's unconscious body, or her face, her unconscious face.
The tear wails.
This also means that we return to Shadow number 1's turn, and the compelling duel is no longer in play. That shadow attacks Splendor Belt.
Great.
Remember,
I got
+2
a-
to your AC.
16.
That hits.
Does it? With your +2? What's
Yeah.
your AC?
My AC is 12. What'd you say?
Wait, your AC is 15.
Oh, it is 15. What am I saying?
+2. Now
I'm
it's
sorry.
17, so
Yes,
it misses.
You're right. It misses. Thank you, John.
Due to your glorious spell, no less.
Yeah, no kidding. I totally forgot I had it on right after I cast it. That misses.
Excellent. Swings through the... Well, doesn't swing through the air. This would be its darkness pressing in on your mighty holy shield to keep your strength and hit points safe. Deflecting off the light of Palor, as it were. Ko, you are up.
All right. Seeing a little panic, knowing we're in a bit of a spot, Ko is going to reach out behind him and have the little globe float into his hand, and he's going to cast the charge and have it turn into daylight.
All right. The room brightens up as though a beautiful day. No longer torchlight, no longer magical light. The power of the sun in your hand. And these creatures are diminished greatly. Their skulls still present, but their silhouettes divided, beams piercing through them, and they and shriek backwards. Though appear to take no direct damage.
Okay, that was my action. So as a bonus action, I will bring the dagger back into the one I've been attacking with a 16 to hit.
That is a hit.
That is 3 piercing damage plus 1 for a total of 4 for the flanking sneak attack bonus.
All right, it's enough. You stab it right in its scully eye, and the darkness goes limp. Your blade catches no weight, though the skull on it does disengage from the spirit, hang for a moment before poofing into that darkness dust. We are down 1 shadow. But we're also down a Grin Keeper, who would go next and rolls a death saving throw.
A 9.
A 9. That is 1 count in the negative. Splendorbelt, you're up.
All right. I'm going to... I haven't used it yet, so let me just make sure I know how to do it. Okay, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Grin Keeper and heal her. 4. Let's see, 1d8.
Don't forget your Disciple of Life trait. That gives you 2 plus the spell's level.
Right. That would put us at a total of 9.
All right,
9 hit points.
9 hit points to Grin Keeper. Paylor be praised.
Yeah. All praise Paylor. Oh, here's your heal. There you go.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Splendorbelt? You are not in melee range of the final shadow.
I will continue to concentrate and maintain my shield and stay where I'm at.
Cool. Shadow goes. Grin Keeper's up. However, seeing that Ko had destroyed the former shadow, and under no compulsion to continue attacking Grin Keeper, who is currently on the ground and would not be making any motion as of yet to stand, as it's not their turn, Shadow number 2 is going to attack Ko. It attacks with a dirty 20.
Well, that'll certainly do it.
It hits for 9 necrotic damage and 1 point of strength damage. And then it would be your turn, Ko.
All right, well, I am just becoming stronger and stronger as the day goes on. All right. Ko would bring back out the sword. Let's do a series of strikes. Short sword. 15 to hit.
That is a hit.
That is 4 slashing plus 1 for a total of 5 with the sneak attack.
Okay.
And offhand dagger strike. 18 to hit.
Hit.
3 piercing.
All right, you line up some damage into the shadow as it still shirks back from that sunlight emanating from your drift globe. So it seems to have pushed through it for that last attack. Grin Keeper, you are conscious and on the ground.
Not for long. Grin Keeper stands up and she looks mad. This is the first time she's looked mad ever. And she'll look at that thing and she'll bring her hammer around to hit it in the face and...
Oh, we lost you.
Oh, sorry. Let me roll my attack here.
Okay.
A 16.
That's a hit.
And she's going to expend one of her spell slots to smite it.
All right, so this would be your last spell slot of the day. After the compelling duel, you empower your attack when hitting with a melee weapon, and you can expend a spell slot after you've hit the creature to deal an extra 2d8 radiant damage. Awesome. Give me all the damage and divide it up by type for me.
All right, so it's 10 damage from the mace itself.
Okay.
And then 11 radiant damage.
Oh, damn. Making 22 radiant damage. So this thing explodes in light. As you hit it in the chest with your hammer, basically I see you kind of being like, haha, but you're mad about it.
My strength!
Pop up real quick, bring that hammer straight into its chest, and it throws its arms back as light crackles and extends throughout its entire being, making its way up to the skull, filling the skull with light, and big old high beams shoot out the eyes, and it pops and is no more. The the final shadow is defeated in this encounter.
Woo!
Whew.
Effing shadows.
That was all of some 18 seconds of combat. But over the course of it, we had some serious folk go down. How's everyone looking?
I have 2 hit points. I have 2 hit points and 7 strength.
All right.
9 hit points, 11 strength here.
5 hit points, 13 strength.
Getting a little drained.
Yeah.
But the room now appears empty. Splendorbelt, with your passive perception, you glance in one of those mirrors, and it seems that figure is gone.
We have vanquished it! Piece of shit. Never come back!
I don't think it will.
He's gone now.
Splendor Belt, I think you have to pull the chain. I'm so weak.
I can do it.
Oh,
I can do it. Okay.
Wait a minute. Grin Keeper, so your strength has gone from 15 to 11, so you're still greatly stronger than the common man. But I love that you are coughing and wheezing.
Compared to all the peasants, you're still like Superman, but for us, go on without me.
Ko's over here with a -8, looking a little thin, a little worn. Oh, with a -1 and an 8 score, not a -8.
Oh, I'm at 7.
Oh, are you
Should
down
I
to
be at
7
8?
now? Oh, I gotta
Yeah,
refresh your sheet.
Because it was -2 and then -1, right?
No, you're right. I just hadn't refreshed your sheet. So you're down at -2 right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to do it. We're gonna have the problem of who's doing the other one, but either way, we don't actually know what that challenge is. So.
Splendorbelt takes position by the first chain.
Mm-hmm.
Who would like to pull the second, or is Splendorbelt going to do both?
No volunteers?
I will try and help.
Okay.
Grin Keeper takes position at the other one. Both of you roll strength or athletics checks. I don't see why either one of those would be higher than the other. Maybe athletics for some.
A 19.
Hold on. It's the same for me, so it doesn't matter. All right, let's do. We'll do strength. Ooh, a nat 20 plus 1, 21.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah, baby.
All right. Grin Keeper, making a bit of a show of how drained they are, makes their way over to the chain, but pulls it down expertly all the same. No need for feet on the wall, nothing cheap like that. Just a solid pull down. Grin Keeper, you're experienced in these sort of ways, having grown up, having that dwarven warhammer of yours. How do you pull down this chain? And with proper form, of course.
The most proper of forms. So it's a pull down?
Yep, so you would be... So if you had both chains in each hand, you would be pulling them towards you. But since you're each taking one, this would be a lot like a chin-up bar, a pull-down bar, in one of those machines in the gym.
She would grab it in her right hand and expertly at the perfect straight line angle pull it across her front. Going,
Filled with a childish joy, somehow, during this. Splendorbelt, you pull expertly, and it really doesn't matter how you do it. Do you fix it betwixt your legs and kind of sit down on it? I mean, what? You got a nat 20, so the world is your oyster.
Yeah, I'll just do it. I'll Hulk through it and look really cool doing it. You'll all be impressed.
Overhand and just press it down, pressing the pecs together, looking regal and awesome.
Yep.
This
happens when I do it.
Ko is currently laying on the floor, just looking up, thinking about life. He's made what looks like a chalk angel from the dust on the floor.
Nice.
Perfection.
It's a good look.
Having pulled the chains expertly, the door opens, and very much like the previous challenge, there is a small 15 by 10 room with a basin and a face on the wall. There is no water flowing.
Okay. Time for what we do with water. Who? My turn to do it. And I'll run over there.
All right.
And I'll toss the vial of water in there. Or I'm keeping the vial. I'm dumping.
Smash!
I'm gonna just pour it in and keep the vial.
I mean, it does say in the text of the item that the vial is smashable and can be used as a grenade. So if you chose to smash it in there, it would be doable.
Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I do this?
Oh, it fills a fountain with glass, so you know.
Yeah, but this is a shit place
that
where
we're gonna drink from.
But there's
That's been
there's
established.
floody shit. I mean, there's junk floating and all everything. Well, that's true.
So this is happening in character now. Splendorbelt has risen one hand with the bottle, and Ko has called out, "Wait a minute,
Ko
we're drinking
weakly
from that."
the floor goes, "No," and that's all you hear.
What? Why? Oh, yes. We do not drink glass. Okay, and I'll open it. I can't make a good sound for popping it open, and I'll pour it in. Gloop, 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 gloop.
It descends hungrily into the basin, and the black sludge comes pouring out of the mouth, once again full of various nut casings, a wrapper of some kind, a bit of old moldy bread. But over the next couple seconds, the water flows, cleanses, and those various items circle the drain and go down. The water has a slight shine to it, as though lit.
All right.
Somebody take a drink. I'm not going to because I'm not going to be a guinea pig for anything else.
I'll do it. Hold still. I mean, don't worry. I got it. And I will take the same vial that I just used and gloop, 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 fill it up and then drink it.
All right, dunk your vial in, take a sip. Tastes like water, fresh water, nice water, minerally, kind of a little stony too. However, it doesn't have any immediate effect,
Okay.
but it does refresh you, as water should.
You feel stronger or healed in any way?
I feel same.
Okay, I'm not gonna get up.
It's very good, but it's only giving me sense that I drink water. That's it. So don't hurt yourself. Stay. What is next? We have next one. Let's go.
We have one more. And then Grin Keeper will hobble on over to Ko and offer a shoulder. We have to finish this.
Ko, what are your hit points right now?
2.
I will use a spell slot
have
and cast
Both hit points.
both. I will cast Cure Wounds on to Ko.
Well, before we go expending our spells and whatnot, we have at least cleared this area. There is the possibility of a short rest if you want to use hit die instead.
Oh yeah,
we
we should do that.
If we take a rest, I think this thing will wear out, and I point at the globe. If we're okay with that, I would be okay with that.
That is an excellent point.
I can
So
still
we'll-
see. It's no problem for me.
Let's see. How long does that daylight spell last?
An hour.
Okay, so you are currently, you would have 1 hour left until tomorrow's dawn to make use of that. All right, then we move on. Do you want to use the spell then, Scott?
I'll use the spell because we want to keep that
Okay.
light. So I will cast Cure Wounds and give you the following healing. Hold on. A total of 8 points of healing.
All right. I got 10 hit points.
All right. And we exit the Mausoleum of Muscles. Making our way back to the graveyard, the field, the crypt. And upon reaching the top of the stairs, you hear a... And looking out, the fountain is now spewing that black sludge full of trash and bits of old meals, wrappers, rot, is pouring over the edges of this fountain and pulling in the bottom, and it's not going clear. Splendor Belt, with your advanced passive perception, you're able to see that there is a trail of black sludge across the ground that moves along the path to your final challenge, the Sanctuary of Strength.
Okay. Do not step in this. Make way to final place, and I'll point and lead the way.
How exactly do you propose we do that?
I don't know.
Does it take up the full path, or is it just, can we avoid it?
It is on the dirt being absorbed into the ground, so it is nasty and muddy, but not necessarily of the black sludge.
Oh.
However, as you guys approach the final mausoleum, you see along the stairs, zigzag down it, there's this black sludge.
Okay. So you can see... You can't really avoid it.
Well, one with a dexterous step, perhaps, could descend this without any sort of error, or we could perhaps fashion... You're the D&D players.
Grin Keeper's just gonna start going. She wants this quest over, and she wants it over fast.
I wish I had Nash's underwear suddenly. All right, well, let's go.
Underwear DNA.
Let's brave it.
Okay, Grin Keeper enters first and starts descending down the stairs. Grin Keeper, make an acrobatics check. Save.
A 1.
A 1!
Wow.
The rolls have been so good today.
Damn. They have been for Kyle.
Well, yeah, one of us has had good luck.
Grin Keeper goes sliding down the stairs immediately. It's so slick and so thick that you don't take any damage even from the fall. You just immediately start descending. And you go flying into the wall at the bottom of the mausoleum. Grin Keeper is at the bottom of the stairs, out of view, for the rest of you who have not descended yet.
All right. Ko will follow suit, trying to be more careful.
Acrobatics.
Let's do it. I'm still good at acrobatics. 22.
22. All right. Are you a careful stepper, or are you one who would maybe kind of use the walls and climb sideways?
Ko has gotten decent at moving silently with hooves, so he is a very careful stepper.
Sounds good. You managed to make it down without any error.
I'll
Splendor Belt?
get to the bottom and offer Grin Keeper a hand up.
Grin Keeper will take it. With her face smashed against the wall. Thank you.
I don't know if I actually help her up. I have a strength of 7, but I try.
Well, let's actually check that.
No!
Let's do an aid for strength. Because there's black sludge everywhere as well, so if you're digging in your feet. So let's do acrobatics for Grin Keeper and strength for Ko.
Strength, not athletics.
You can do athletics. Go for it.
Let's do it, because that's a +0 instead of a -2.
All right.
9.
Okay.
7.
The two of you go down together. You are very much covered in sludge now.
It's okay.
You're Do you wear pants, John?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, both me and my character wear pants from time to time.
Well, I didn't know if it was a Donald Duck situation going on since you're a satyr.
No, Ko's pants do stop at the knees, though. So
Okay.
he's got kind of like knee guards, and then it just turns into furry legs below the knee.
All right. Well, you took no damage, but you know that it's not going to be fun later picking out all this dried sludge out of your hair pants.
Ko just lays there again.
Your hair pants.
It's almost over.
Splendorbelt,
Keep going.
you're at the top of the stairs hearing all this echo upward.
Okay, I'm not, but I haven't seen this go down, right?
Well, you've seen Grin Keeper slide down the stairs and Ko expertly follow, but then you heard all the commotion of something going on down there.
Okay, dexterity twins, I am coming now. And I will make my I will make my acrobatics check and cross my fingers here. Here we go. A 17.
17. All right. You descend without incident.
Whew.
How would you do this so expertly?
Like a little bit of parkour slide, just kind of I don't know, like I'm skateboarding without a skateboard a little bit.
Okay, so more weight on the arms and letting your feet kind of slide around like you're doing a hazardous Home Alone staircase.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Perfect.
Home Alone 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not 2.
not two.
Just not 2. Definitely not 2.
Or 3. Or those other 2 direct-to-DVD things they did. None of that.
Well, we are all down
You see us both just laying there.
in the Sanctuary of Strength. Splendorbelt dismounts the stairs, steps to the side, and is on solid ground. Now
She
down
fell.
here.
I'm helping her up.
I'm going, you are clumsy and weird. Paylor would be
almost
embarrassed
over.
if you but Paylor was your god, he would be embarrassed.
Looking around the room now. Well, Splendorbelt's looking around the room now, though standing rather proud. Grin Keeper and Co. are all taking tens on getting each other up slowly together. Splendorbelt, looking around, you see a gym of sorts. There is... Grab my little laser tool here. There's a pommel, one of those horses that you could do the, the crazy kicks on, like in the Olympics.
Oh, yeah. The crazy kicks, yep.
All the V-swings they do, whatever those things are called.
Yeah.
Behind you is a set of rings hanging from the ceiling. There are some parallel bars. Out in front of you are the uneven bars that people would swing to, like you're fighting a velociraptor, apparently. In the corner, you see a rope going up to the ceiling, and at the top of it, a bell. On the back wall are yet again some more free weights, and down here there are some bits of old carpet serving as pads. There is one mirror on the wall. Actually, I'm going to fix that now. There is a long mirror located behind the free weights.
Okay, my instinct would be to go check that mirror, given what we'd seen before.
You turn around and approach the mirror. Looking in it, you can see that there is another figure standing in the back corner beyond the uneven bars. The trail of black sludge leading straight to it. It is seemingly breathing heavily, its shoulders moving up and down in the darkness. But you do not see any damage, anything that hit you did earlier to it, and it, as you turn back and look, is entirely gone, except for in the mirror. Okay. Though beyond it, you do spy for the first time a figure laying face down, extremely thin, on the far side of the room.
Okay.
That would be
okay.
this
That,
note
I was
here.
just gonna
And of
ask.
course, in the corners of the room are those same basins filled with chalk.
All right, but that white circle, that's our man. That's our downed visage.
The down guy, and then right next to him at the end of the trail of sludge would be the figure you see in the mirror.
Okay. But they're not there in the corporeal realm. I mean, in the real realm. I look
in the non-mirror viewing eyeballs, no.
Okay. Okay. I will inform the team. We have similar problem. I can see two men, one standing, one on floor. What we want to do?
Ho's gonna take a handful of the sludge and fling it in the direction, like in an arc, in the direction of the that he's indicating.
Okay. Make a ranged attack using all of your proficiency advantages, as it were. You're proficient with mud.
12. I was so worried that was a 1, it was a 7. 12.
12 flies through the air and slaps the target straight in the chest. And there is this floating bit of mud that descends down dripping. And as it does, it curves inward and curves back and goes down and then elegantly divides as it slides between two awesome pecs, dividing across a 6-pack as it flows downward and eventually ending about there. As this mud hits the figure, the bottom lip, which you can only just see, the only bit of the face that you can see, curls back, and you hear an unearthly howl as it goes, "Oh, civil minds and savage bodies." And we enter initiative versus this figure, this final figure.
I don't know why there are people screaming.
It's a good scream. Those are good screams. Screams of the damned. They're not all here. There's just one poor damn soul, but, you know.
Gotcha.
Echoes around a bit. All right. Initiative has been engaged, and our target, Studwell, makes his first move. The sludge shifts as the target moves about, moving to the corner of the room as it does. And one of the free weights behind Splutterbelt, at the view of Grin Keeper, who's facing the other way, floats up and flies at him.
Whoa.
And Grin Keeper yell out,
Yeah.
"Duck!"
Splutterbelt?
What is duck?
Quick.
I don't see
Splutterbelt
duck.
is currently under attack by a kettlebell weighing 25 pounds.
Oh my lord. One of my I will initiate my reaction, which will be my my shield, my two additional points of shield before I do anything else.
You're out of spells for the day, though. Because you healed Ko.
Well, no, because this is a hold on. How does this work? Not Shield
Spells.
of Faith, not Shield of Faith. Hold on. My
How do they work?
No. I thought I had a free.
Okay,
Nope,
gotta
you're right.
give him leniency. He was a sorcerer in the last campaign.
Nope, you're totally right. I can't use it. I'm out of
Inventory
spells.
wise, you are still sporting Channel Divinity, as well as your racial feature, Relentless Endurance.
Yeah.
Which we'll have to remember next time you go down to 0 hit points. 'Cause
Yeah.
you can do a thing.
So yeah, never mind. I mean, not never mind. I just don't have the reaction I thought I had.
With a 19, actually, wait, hang on. I got a 19, however. John currently is sporting a Drift Globe, still casting sunlight.
Yep.
So I have disadvantage. However, I still get a 18 versus your AC.
That absolutely hits.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as the kettlebell hits you in the back of the head.
I am I'm down.
Splendor Belt is down.
Yep.
Okay, this would be a good time to remind him about that thing that we said we were going to.
All right. There's a thing that Splendor Belt has, and it is called Relentless Endurance, a half-orc feature. When you're reduced to 0 hit points but not killed outright, you can drop to 1 hit point instead.
This is a racial? I didn't know I had that.
Yeah, I think it is special. It's labeled as special. I assume that's part of being a half-orc, but I could be wrong.
That. Yeah, sweet. All right.
Yep. As a half-orc, you have dark vision, proficiency on intimidation, savage attacks when you crit, and relentless endurance.
Okay. Awesome. I did that. I am now at 1 hit point.
All right. Ko, you're up. There's the muddy, floating chest in the corner.
Okay, let's.
Just for accuracy here on our minimap, let's say that you guys managed to escape the sludge and are now on the other side of it.
Okay.
If I move to, let's say, oop, that's not what I want to do. Token. If I move to here, do I have line of sight to throw something at him by peeking around?
You could look around that corner, sure. You'd also have full cover for a +5 AC against ranged in that direction, anyway.
Let's do it. I'm going to dart that way. Let's use a bonus action to hide.
Okay.
And then throw. Oh, I think I have to roll stealth if I'm gonna hide.
Yes, which you do as part of your cunning action.
A 16 for my hide.
Okay. That is versus my passive perception. All right, you have hidden from me. You disappeared behind the stairwell, and I am unaware of where you are.
So I believe that gives me advantage and therefore sneak attack if I hit, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Well, good. I needed it. It's going to be a 23 to hit with advantage.
That's a good hit, yep.
Okay. It's going to be a total with sneak attack of 8 piercing damage as the dagger flies out at the chest.
All right. Confirmed hit. You have dealt damage.
I'm down 1 dagger. All right, I duck back behind the wall and I remain in cover.
Sounds good. Right, because you used your bonus action to hide, so you would not have a secondary attack. Perfect. We are on to Grin Keeper.
Okay, Grin Keeper's gonna go, "This ends, buddy!" And then she's gonna run up to him and smack with her warhammer.
Which way do you run? Looks like you are about 45 feet out, and you would have to cross the sludge.
That's true. All right, so what she'll do instead then, instead of the warhammer, is she'll cross the sludge and get between the stairwell, and it looks like that's the horse, right? The wooden horse thing?
Yeah.
She'll get between that and the stairwell, and then she'll throw a javelin.
Cool. To cross the sludge, you must succeed in a jump to jump it, or you can walk through it using acrobatics.
Let's do acrobatics.
Okay.
An 11.
An 11. It's a slippery go, but you manage to get across. You just lose a little bit of your movement and end up at the back end of the horse.
That's fine. The javelin goes flying.
All right, fire that javelin.
An 18.
18 is a hit.
7 damage.
7 piercing?
Yes, piercing.
All right. 7 piercing damage. Splendor Belt. With your 1 hit point, you are up.
Okay. I will hit it with Sunfire Jr. What's it called again? Sacred Sacred Flame.
That's a great name, though.
Sunfire Jr.
Range 60 feet. Let's make sure you are in range.
I should be, right?
You are just at 60 feet, so you're good to go.
Okay, I will not move. I'll fire it from there. You need to do a Dex 12 saving throw, please.
Cool. With pleasure. Let me see. While in sunlight, I have disadvantage on perception and attack rolls, so not the save. Okay. I got a 1.
Oh, well that definitely doesn't
Nice.
save. So
All right.
I will cast it. I will do the following damage to you. 7 points of radiant damage.
It hurts.
That's an exact quote. It hurts.
The target shakes and breathes as the sacred flame engulfs its physical form, and as it hits, you see a back line, an outline of the invisible features, except for, of course, the mud that's going down the pecs and abs. You see that muscle-bound image.
Nice.
Good damage. Did you want to move?
No, I kind of like being back here. I'm good.
All right. Then we return to Studwell's turn.
Studwell.
Let's see. I got Grin Keeper by the horse. I got Ko currently behind cover. Splendor Belt in the back corner. Grin Keeper's coming in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Forceful Slam. I run up to Grin Keeper. Or at least the pile of mud does. And I will attack with disadvantage in the sunlight. Grin Keeper, I attack you with a 16.
And you attack nothing but my sick warhammer.
Okay, yes, because you currently have your shield.
Yes.
So I would hit your shield in this case.
That's what you want, sure.
Yep, I hit your shield with a forceful slam. You feel the hit of force, but you do not move, and it does not damage you directly. Ko, you're up.
All right, Ko's gonna come out from cover. Knows everybody's hurt, so it doesn't really matter to be out visible. And it's gonna pull another dagger, his other dagger, and go for a double strike on the Mud Mane. First strike is a 9 to hit. I don't think that's gonna do it.
That's a miss.
Right, and then the offhand strike is going to be a 19.
That's a hit.
All right, so with the sneak attack bonus for having a ally within 5 feet, that is 9 piercing damage from the offhand dagger stab.
All right. A good stab. Grin Keeper.
All right. Now we're in range. And now the hammer comes down. With an 11.
With an 11 is a miss.
Oh,
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No, just keep at it. Keep taunting.
All right. Keep taunting?
Well,
Do you have words to say? You taunt?
Oh, well, I figure I'm in its face. I'm trying to smack it with a hammer. And I don't want it to hit Ko. So Grin Keeper will just be hey, you look like a noodle.
Cutting words from the Grin Keeper. Splendor Belt, you are up.
all right. I'm going to continue to do what's working, so I will cast Sacred Flame again.
All right.
Roll that saving dex thing unit.
I got a 12.
That is not a hit, or it didn't save.
It matches, so yes.
Oh,
Wait.
it matches, right? You dodge.
Yep.
Okay.
I've dodged the attack.
I say, here's my bonus action. I yell, "Who is Sultan?" He can choose to answer that or not.
A good question.
Yeah. And that's my turn.
All right. I have 2 adventurers in my face, I'm going to perform a forceful slam on Ko. But still with disadvantage because we are quite sunny. 13 versus your AC, Ko.
Will not do it.
All right, a miss. And as you see its body gesture forward to you, a great wave of energy and force breezes past you, blowing your hair back and hitting the pile of free weights in the back by Splendor Belt. No one takes any damage.
Damn.
Nice.
And we go to Ko's turn.
All right, let's try it again. Double strike. 15 to hit.
Hit.
Oops, I rolled the wrong dice. Let me try that again. So that's going to be 10 slashing damage with the sneak attack.
Okay.
And then for the dagger, it is a natural 20.
Ooh. Roll it big time.
All right. That's a 18 plus 5 for 23 to hit.
All right. So your first weapon was a short sword, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, stabbing ghosts. You have at it. You stab it right in the chest, right in the thick of the tar and gunk. And as it starts to wield back, and even starts to dissipate, the slime starts to lose it. You go across that invisible head, and you see that mouth that was exposed, that neck, disconnect and fly off. And these two illusions, these two slime bits in the air of our hollow man fly apart and eventually splatter on the ground as though nothing was there in the first place.
Ko just immediately just lets the limbs flop down. The adrenaline of battle is gone.
Fine job, everyone. Wow.
Yes, well done.
Grin Keeper will walk over to the figure at the top corner of the room.
You head over, and face down, you see a very thin individual wearing a purple wrap around their groin and chest, comes up around the edge, much like as though you were wearing a wrestler's outfit that had kind of a sash attached to it.
She'll bend down and she'll go, "Hey, you still alive?"
Roll a medicine check.
An 8.
You have no idea. Looks dead.
She'll turn him over, not very gently.
Yeah, you give him a good flip. A kick or a flip with your hands? What's not gently in Grin Keeper's book?
She's not cradling the head or, any part where the spine might break.
Okay.
Or
So,
she just flips them as if they're okay.
all right, so to flip them over, the arms flip over and ding against the weights on the back wall. You see a elegant, beautiful, trimmed black beard with a large, curled up mustache with wax in it. The sash across the chest reads, Oasis Championship Strongman.
Are you dead? And she'll go to slap his face, kind of gently.
Are you
It won't
dead?
leave a mark.
All right, you're doing the. It's just simple pats, right? You're not like full on hauling.
Are you dead?
Yeah.
Are you dead? Hello? Are you dead?
Hey, what are you doing?
Splendor Belt, you've spent quite a bit of time in the service of priests, being a cleric and all that. You've seen quite a bit of healing magic. Grin Keeper has no idea what she's doing over there.
Well, that implies that I know what I'm doing.
Well, do you? Not necessarily. It's like if you work delivery to an emergency room. You hear a lot of words. You've seen a lot of people. You've seen people come out and be better. You've never maybe participated in it directly. What's your medicine? You have a +4 to medicine. Yeah. Grin Keeper has no idea how to assess a dying or dead person.
All right, I'll run over there and go, This is not the way. Give me their. And I'm gonna check their pulse. Give me their wrist. I tell her.
Medicine check.
All right, here it comes. Medicine. What did we say? +4 on that? Yeah. Alrighty, medicine check incoming. 9.
9?
5 and a 4. Yeah.
You hold it. You look around. You're not sure. You hold it up to your ear. You think there's something in there. It's slow. It's weak, but this guy's alive.
He lives. He is not dead. So hold on, let me check again, and then check one more thing, and I'll lean down and try to feel if he's breathing. Listen for breathing. Get my ear right up on his mouth.
Okay. Roll a investigation.
14.
Or perception.
14.
14? All right. You hear the faintest rattles of breath going in and out, but there is not an ounce of strength left in this guy.
Okay, he's alive, but he's close to dead. So,
The potion.
give him strength. How many strength potions do we have? We have one left. Right?
Yeah, one more.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, I think this is our other guy. We got Meatball, now we got this guy, so I'm gonna take that out and put it to his lips and get it down there.
You pour it in, and much slower than the excitable Meatball. It drips into his mouth, eventually swelling up the body, filling it. The muscles inflate like balloons and begin to press together, and this gorgeous, gorgeous individual is before you with his regal black build and purple sash. And he sits up slowly and immediately. Praise be to Cord! Friends! I shall call you friends. And he shakes your hand, Splendorbelt. And you, tell me all your names so I may sing your praises.
My name is Crandall Splendor Belt. And these are my friends. This is Cole. This is the one with the he has goat feet. And this other one, this is Grin Smiler or
Grin Keeper will lean over and whisper.
Grin Creeper.
Grin Keeper.
I am Co-Spiros. Pleased to meet you.
I will remember these names for all my days. Such is your heroism to save me from this dark gymnasium. I am freed. Regained. Tell me, what has become of my companions?
Meatball is okay.
Meatball. Oh. Proud Meatball.
He has left. He left. He took off.
And the others?
They're waiting for you down the mountain.
Yes.
Ah, yes, I have felt this before. I have not much time. Surely I will regain my strength one day, but it is all thanks to you, heroes. I shall put in a fine word with you and the guild. Very much appreciated to the end of days. Praise be Cord! And he heads over to the stairwell, realizing it's covered in sludge. Oh? And grabs each side and starts very carefully climbing up. Oh? I have this! He does not. He falls to the bottom.
We can help. We can help.
No! This is my challenge. And he undoes his sash. And as he does, the wrappings that make up his loincloth come off as well, revealing a sort of rubber pair of underwear underneath. But ultimately, he's got a 60-foot sash when it's all done. And he throws it up. You hear a whoosh as it hits the top. And he starts to climb up. And as he's just about to go, he leans back down. My friends, I am forever in your debt. There is little I could do to repay saving my life. So take this. Let this bear you hence. Let my sash be your guide. And at the top, it is yours. All yours! Oh, for my friends! And he climbs up the top.
Okay.
While this goes on, Ko, who is eager to be done with this adventure that has diminished him so, looks at the rope, looks at the bell, looks at the wall not far from it, and takes a running leap at the wall to jump off of it and hit the top of the rope.
Ooh, okay.
Do have a racial feat called Mirthful Leaps. Whenever you make a long or high jump, you can roll a d8 and add the number rolled to the number of feet you can cover, even when making a standing jump. So with that d8 rolled, it's an 8. So Ko has a 8 plus how many feet he would have normally for a vertical jump. But he is doing it a little parkour. He's jumping up the wall and off to get up the rope.
What ability
Oh,
check
right.
do you have to do?
Looks like it is a 3 plus your strength modifier for each foot you can clear.
Okay.
Can I give you
one.
guidance so that you can?
Because it's a -2.
You can give him guidance.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm gonna cast guidance on you before you make this first leap. And
Okay.
here's how it works. Once before the spell ends, target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one ability check of his choice. I mean, this may not help you a lot, I don't know. But anyway, it can roll the die before or after making the ability check. The spell then ends. So you now have a you have a d4 to add to your ability check.
Okay,
So
let's
that
do an
gives-
athletics.
Yeah, that would give me a 9-foot leap just off of what I've already rolled with my -2 strength, because 3 minus 2. So athletics, not acrobatics, even though I'm jumping around, bouncing.
Let's see. Acrobatics, tricky situation, balancing, tightrope, staying upright. Athletics is normally your climby, jumpy place. So let's stick
Okay.
with the athletics.
We can do that. That'll be fine. All right, it is a 12 plus the guidance.
So add an
which is
extra.
2. Oh.
Extra
So
2.
what was your total before we did the roll?
So I was able to jump 9 feet before the roll.
Okay, so you can go 19 feet, is what I'm going to say, with your run up the wall and jump off. So you reach the top of the rope with a 20-foot. You don't get enough to ring the bell directly and keep flying, but you do jump and land on the rope and are able to climb the last little bit up, saving yourself a climb with your hooven legs.
Nice. All right, I ring the bell.
You give it a
Climb
smack, the door opens, going upwards.
And then I try to gracefully lower myself back to the ground.
That you can do acrobatics for.
All right, sweet. 10.
It's fine. It's not graceful, but it's services. And it, like going down one of those the poles that when you're a kid at the playground. There's that brief moment where your heart catches and you kind of go and a little faster than you meant to, but then the ground's suddenly there and you're fine. All right, beyond is a basin and a face in the wall. And who has the
Grin
final
Keeper.
vial?
Yep, Grin Keeper has it, and she waits for everyone to get in, and she pours it in.
All right. As the sludge comes out, you think you see some barley and corn come flying out. You see a number of fig seeds amongst all this sludge, and then finally disgorging with the water as it turns into a sort of light and starts to flow. Through the wall behind, as though the pipes, you hear rumbling, and the sound of clear crystal water is heard up the stairwell. And as though a great wave is cast across the entire graveyard, the sludge dissipates and disappears in the ground.
Okay, let's go.
That's it?
Let's go check the thing. The big fountain.
As you guys exit, you see the sash laying clean now on the stairway. The purple sash from Sultan.
Right, we'll retrieve that. As
All right.
A gift to us.
You have retrieved Sultan's... I got stuck on the word. Sultan's Sash of Strongman. This counts as a rope of climbing, an uncommon item. The rope of climbing you can command to basically, at a very slow rate, snake charmer, as it were, upwards, move about, tie itself to rocks and release on command. Not so different from the one Sam had in Lord of the Rings. But this would be instead a giant sash with a winner's badge on it.
It seems like a piece of gear to me.
I mean, I took this fun little globe. I don't want to hoard all the items if anybody else wants a sash.
No, we are a team.
Yes, we go together when it
We share
works.
these items.
It is because someone has sash. They shoot up snake rope. We go up together. It does not matter who has sash. I bet sash smells real bad though, so when back in town we wash sash. Okay? We agree.
Oh, okay.
Stinky sash.
Cleansed by the power of the fountain. But perhaps there is some lingering odors. Y'all make your way back into the graveyard where the fountain is happily spraying along the entire place. Still as sunny as it was the day it happened. Still looking really good, and the grass is green. But however, with that fountain going, this place is really quite pristine. You head back down the stairs, and at the bottom awaits the 5. Well, okay, so there'd be 3 muscle-bound folk and 1 meatball whose spell has worn off, and he's sitting there looking rather exhausted. 1 armada who was quite thin, and a sultan who is still under the effects of the giant's potion. Here they come, my friends. Huzzah! Huzzahs indeed, huzzah! Crush claps lightly, and House claps quite exuberantly for you. Well done, friends, well done. Thank you so much. What disturbed our wonderful playground of biceps?
I have
Mud.
to tell you, there's a lot of stuff that's not supposed to be in a fountain in that fountain.
Oh,
It's
such
gross.
as?
Very gross.
I mean, you had cheeses and bird legs, and you had nuts, black sludge.
Probably pee.
Oh, I see. Well, we do like to eat during, after, make sure that our calorie counts are good and our proteins are intact, but perhaps this was a lesson sent to us by Cord. Oh dear. Seems Studwell died foolishly, attempting to do the squat rack, though he may have been cursed and sent to teach us a lesson to keep our graveyard nice and clean. Thank you,
I
heroes.
mean, they say cleanliness is next to godliness, so if you want to be closer to your god, maybe keep it a little cleaner around the gym.
We will take that advice, won't we, Crush? Armada, would you give them a ride back to their guild? Thank you, heroes. We shall put in an excellent word with you.
It was our pleasure.
The one known as Armada climbs on top of the cart and gestures for you to get in.
All right, climb in the cart.
Yep, get in.
All right. As we are approaching the end of the show, we will speed on back to the guild. But for the sanity of the Dungeon Master, I would like to present you with the job board for our next time here on There Will Be Dungeons. This would be where you would select your job, as you are now free and open. On your very first mission, you had to select the last one that was left on the board. On this one, you were assigned as a divine party to deal with a problem that had come up by special request of the guild. But now you have full access to the job board, and you may select one at your leisure. I'm going to put a link for that in the Discord here, where you can see the various jobs. For those listening on the audio, there are the wood verified jobs, which are the Delver class, Grimlock Control, which is an escort quest, the Monstrous Forest, listed as Otherworldly Corruption, Elemental Evil, which is a Want to Buy, a WTB, and Grick Sighted, which is a Slayer. Of these, the Elemental Evil and Grick Sighted are paying the most at 180 gold.
I mean, I like money.
We can, of course, decide that off air as well. You all are paid a sum of 300 gold for your special request job of today.
We just split
Hey,
it.
that divides really easily. I like when the money divides easily.
Yep. So quite a paycheck, but you were on special assignment there, and you also received a bonus for bringing back the various musclemen alive. All, of course, except for the main one who cursed the area. And we'll talk about that more next time. And I will give up XP off air, and we'll call it there.
Nice.
Awesome.
That was great. Well done, everybody. Oh man, what a cool thing. It's the most I've been to the gym since last March. So well done there. Hope you all enjoyed it. I know that we did. If you would like to know more about us and get more of our cool stuff, head on over to therewillbedungeons.com. That includes a place to sign up for our Dungeons Plus program. And the reason you might be interested in that is because Dungeons Plus gives you access to all kinds of monthly rewards that you can't get in any other way. So head on over there and sign up to be that today. And big thanks to those who are already a part of that. We really appreciate it. That's at therewillbedungeons.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at therewillbedungeons, and everything else you need is on the site. That's going to do it for us. We'll be back next week with more. And by the way, those who are Dungeons Plus members, look forward to getting a bonus show, which we're going to record after this episode. So watch for that showing up in audio form to you and you alone. All right, that's going to do it for us. For all of us, to all of you, have a great week, and we'll see you next time. This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com. Whoops.
Nice.
They've all been executed.
Well,
at the end of
dragging out
show.
the show.